Okay, so first of all, about me. My name is Halja. I'm from Estonia, which is a small country in Northern Europe, for the people who haven't met me before. I'm currently here. I spent the last 3 months in Colombia, and I've also lived in Colombia before. Altogether 8 years. I lived in Medellin and Rio Negro, so I have a really nice experience with especially with Paisa culture. And I worked as a language teacher for a long time. I taught English and German, and now I'm mainly working as a psychologist, which is what I studied at the university. But I still love languages, and I love cultural exchanges, so I'm very happy to be here. So today's topic are proverbs. We are going to talk about some international proverbs in the world and see what they have in common. So basically, we're going to also see the definition. What is a proverb? But then we can slowly start. So I'm going to share my screen. So actually, before we start, I would like you to tell me what you think what the proverb is. What's your definition of a proverb? As it's a conversation club, everybody can speak. It's okay if you can't speak English very well. You can also say something in Spanish. If you can, then try as much as you can. But I'm happy to help. Yes.
I think the
yes.
proverb is like a sentence that can explain how to live our lives, something like that.
Yes, how to live, basically. Like it's a kind of sentence that teaches you how to live. Yes, so we can see here. One moment. Yes, so on my screen, the definition is it's a proverb is a simple and insightful traditional saying that expresses a perceived truth based on a common sense or experience. Yeah, so its purpose is mainly to teach something or to give some kind of guidelines. Okay, I would like you to first maybe give me examples of Colombian proverbs. You can say them in Spanish or in English, and something that you remember, something that is important for you, something that you use a lot in Colombia.
I think a proverb that is really popular here is, for example, this: if you listen to all people, you can live longer for a long time.
That if you listen to all people, you can live longer.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So yes, that you can get wisdom from other people. You can get help and advice. Thank you. Anybody else? You can say your favorite proverb or proverb that you've heard a lot or has been somehow important for you. And you can say it in Spanish if you want. You don't have to translate it. So we have many people here. I can see there's Andres, there are Angela Zate, Angela Ardila, Antonella.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Alba.
I don't know how to translate this proverb, but el que madruga Dios le ayuda.
Yes, I think it's a very, very universal proverb. We have something
Yes.
similar in Estonia, basically that, that if you want to achieve something, you need to work hard and wake up early, and then also you get the results. Okay, thank you, Alva. Anyone else? Any other examples?
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
In Spanish, other proverb is ojos que no ven, corazón que no siente.
Yes, I think also a very universal proverb that basically if you get some distance from a person or from a problem, it really helps. It helps to deal with it and overcome it and find other solutions.
Hello,
Antonella, hello.
Other proverb is no me abra los ojos que no le voy a echar gotas.
Yes, interesting. I think this one, yes, I get the meaning. We don't have the exactly same proverb, but I think we have something similar in my language, because it's interesting to see that many of the proverbs have something in common or have the same ideas. And I can see Andres wrote on the chat, a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush, which was actually the one that I had here, the image that I wanted to show you. That yes, I think it's another one which is universal, that it's sometimes better to have something small and fixed and not have too idealistic plans and not be too greedy. I think someone opened the microphone to say something. Someone wanted to say something.
Más vale pájaro en mano que 100 volando.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one that Andres wrote on the chat, and that's the one in the image. Okay, but any other examples of Colombian proverbs or something that you've heard a lot?
Camarón que se duerme. Ah, okay.
Yes, okay. So
Guerra avisada no mata soldado y si lo matas por descuidado.
yes, again, an interesting one. Thank you. And who wanted to say something? Okay, so what we are going to do today, we are going to discuss the meaning and ideas behind different proverbs. I have some images here, and I think we can work in two groups also, so you can speak more. So let me see, actually people have also written in the chat. Okay. Okay, the things that you get in a bad way, the devil would bring it with him. Yes, that's also a good one. Basically, that if you do something bad, it somehow comes back to you, that you get your punishment. El camarón que se duerme se lo lleva la corriente. Yeah, I think this is also very, very universal one, that you also have to be very attentive. You can't be too passive about life and important choices. Okay, so before I'm going to show you the images, I would like to read the questions together so you know what to do. Yeah, and Antonella also wrote a palabras necias, oídos sordos. Yes, also a good one. It remembers me of this Buddha, Buddha sculptures. I don't know if you have seen, there are like 3 small Buddhas, and one of them has his eyes closed, one of them has his mouth closed, and one of them has his ear closed. So yeah. Okay, so let's read the questions you are going to answer. Who would like to read the first question?
What does the proverb means?
Yes, so I'm going to show you the image, and this is the first question you have to answer. Who would like to read the second question?
Is there a similar proverb in Colombia?
Yes, so I'm going to show you an image with a proverb, and then you have to think if there is anything similar in Colombia. Okay, who would like to read the third question?
Do you agree with the proverb?
Do you agree with the proverb? Yes. Then the fourth question, who would like to read the fourth one?
Can you give me an example of your life where the proverb has applied?
Yes. And the fifth one, who would like to read the fifth one?
Who needs this advice?
Yes, who needs this advice? So these are the questions you have to answer. I'm also going to copy them in the chat, and I'm going to give you 3 proverbs you can discuss in the group answering those questions. So I would like you to write the proverbs down as well. I think it's a good exercise to write, and I'm also going to put them in the chat at the same time. Who would like to read the first proverb?
If you think you are too small to make a difference, you haven't spent a night with a mosquito.
And can you translate it to Spanish, just in case maybe there is someone who doesn't understand everything?
Bueno, sería como, si crees que eres muy pequeño para hacer una diferencia, no has pasado una noche con un mosquito.
Okay, thank you. So you can write it down for you, and I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, thank you. Then the second proverb, who would like to read it?
If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there.
And also, can you translate it to Spanish? So how would it be in Spanish? What would be the translation?
Eso sería, si tú no sabes dónde estás yendo, cualquier camino te va a llevar a allá.
Yes, thank you. And the third one, who would like to read the third one?
Only a fool tests the depth of water with good feet.
Yes, and how would you say that in Spanish? So how do you translate it? Only a fool tests the depth of water with both feet.
Ese sería como solo un tonto prueba el fondo del agua con ambos pies, sería.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so these are the 3 proverbs I would like you to discuss, and here are the questions. You can take a screenshot. I'm also going to copy them in the group. And now I'm going to divide you into 2 groups. So in the group, please answer the questions. You have around 10 minutes. If you have any questions to me, anyways, I'm going to have a look how you're doing in the group, but you can write me on the chat and I will help you. Do you have any questions about the activity at the moment?
No, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to open the rooms. So welcome back. I hope you managed to finish more or less. If you didn't, it's not a problem because we can discuss everything together. So let's have a look of the first proverb. So the first proverb was, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you haven't spent the night with a mosquito. So what does it mean? Who would like to share?
Teacher, the things that we discussed with my group was this means that you can make a big difference in the world. Even if you are maybe if you are poor, or if you are a person that don't have many possibilities, you can make a way to can create that.
Mhm. Yes, yes, it's a very beautiful meaning that basically everybody can make a difference, even if we don't have much power. We are like mosquitoes. Then the second question, is there a similar proverb in Colombia, something that has a similar meaning?
Teacher, the people in my group say they haven't hear a similar proverb like this in their countries, in Colombia. So yeah.
Mhm. Okay, thank you. And the other group, did you find anything similar? Maybe not the same, but something?
No, this was a new proverb for us. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, that's good. Something new. Okay, then do you agree with the proverb? Who would like to share?
Yes, because with small actions, we can do a big difference.
Mhm. Yes, definitely, because everything goes step by step. So, yeah.
Sure. In my opinion, it's a motivational proverb.
Mhm.
And it's a proverb that invite the people to try whatever thing, something.
Mhm. Yes, it gives you courage to try, even if you feel that you are not able to, but it's like a push to go for it. Okay, anyone else would like to say something?
I think you are not as small as you think, because
Mhm.
you can do whatever you want.
Mhm. Yes,
Or achieve.
yes, that there are always options, basically. Okay, can you give a personal example? Can anyone give a personal example? Something you thought that, oh, I can't do it, but then you did it, or something you thought that, oh, I can't influence things anyhow, but I did, even with a very small movement.
Teacher, an example, something that I did, and I think in the beginning that I can do it was making music. I make music, and when I was a kid, I think, no, this is impossible. This is almost for people, yeah, for genius. And I start to make music, and I did it, and I think that everybody can make it.
Mhm. And what kind of music do you make?
Teacher, I make electro in FL Studio, my PC.
Okay, nice. And a very good example, very motivating. And the last question, who needs this advice? Who do you think, who is it useful to?
Teacher, in my group, the people discussing, the most of the people say this proverb is for the people they are feeling that they are nothing. So when they are feeling on that way, they can take this like a motivation to keep pushing on.
Yes, so it can be motivating for people with a low self-esteem. Yes, it's encouraging. Thank you. Let's move to the next one. if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. So what does it mean? I would like to share.
Teacher, in my group, we discuss as well
Mhm.
if you don't know where you are going, and even if you don't know if you are taking the right decisions, the decision that you take, or for example, if you want to become bilingual, yeah,
Mhm.
you can start to make a way, but you don't know where are you going, when if you are making a good path,
Mhm.
you are going to you're going to reach a good position in your life. So it's just about the decision that you take. That was my group said.
Mhm. Yes, thank you. A good explanation. Then, are there any similar proverbs in Colombia? And I would like to hear everybody. I can see there are 12 people. I would like to hear more voices. Anything similar in Colombia? Maybe not exactly the same meaning, but something similar.
I think every road conducen a Roma.
Yes, yes, yes. It's the same idea. It's a good example. Thank you. And then we have, do you agree with the proverb? What do you think?
Of course. Of course, the proverbs are very interesting and clever ways to saying things. For example, Jesus uses for teach to the people in a way to that understand and compare to other situations.
Yes, yes. Thank you for the example. Then, can you give an example of your life where the proverb has applied, where you feel that it's very difficult to make a decision and you don't know what to do, but then you do something and then somehow things start moving?
Teacher, excuse me, what is the question?
The question was, can you give an example of your life? Can you give a personal example where you feel that it's difficult to decide or do something, but then you act and then things start moving?
I have one similar, but I'm not sure. Is this laziness is the mother of all vice?
Yes, it's like the antidote or like the contrary, basically. But yeah, that you need to do something basically to keep things moving. Like this is the idea of this proverb. That any step you take, it moves you somewhere. Okay, and last one, who needs this advice? What do you think? Is this advice useful for someone? Well, what comes to my head, maybe also someone who has big dreams and it seems that it's impossible to achieve or to reach the dream, but then the person takes the first step and starts moving, and then one thing leads to the other. I think it's also like an encouraging proverb to also to have courage to dream and to act on it, because you never know how things go, but you have to do something. This is my perspective. Okay, and let's move to the last one. Only a fool tests the depth of water with both feet. So what's the meaning of this proverb? Who would like to share?
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat the question again, please?
That what's the meaning? What's the meaning of this proverb? What does it mean?
Teacher, which one?
This one. Can you see my screen?
Me, no. I can't.
No, no,
No,
teacher.
you can't. Oh, sorry, I forgot to share my screen. I'm so sorry. Okay, that's why. Okay. Yes. Okay. One moment. Good that we discovered that. Wait, how can I share? Okay. Yes, so this was the one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, much easier. Yeah, so only a fool. Wait, I have to move this a little bit. Only a fool tests the depth of water with both feet. So the question was, what does it mean? What's the meaning behind it?
It could means maybe that before you experience something new, it's better to do it step by step, maybe, instead
Yes,
to
yes,
do it
yes,
too quickly.
yes, and to do it also safely, like to also
Safely,
be a little, yes, and to be a little bit careful, basically. Thank you. Is there a similar proverb in Colombia?
I don't think so. This is
No.
also a new one. Yes.
Okay.
Teacher, I think that there is a similar proverb in our country. There is the people that plays with fire get burned.
Yes. It's like an invitation to be careful. And do you agree? This was the third question. Do you agree with the proverb?
Yes, teacher, I think it's really true, this proverb, because many people that are in this, for example, the people that somebody in their high school some friends say, oh, come here and smoke some weed, and that people nowadays are in the streets are homeless. So yeah.
Actually, one proverb I remembered that is also a little bit similar. Don't put all the eggs in one basket. Maybe it's something similar, a little bit. I'm going to don't put all the eggs in one basket. Okay, and any personal experience? Does anyone do you remember any situations where you were like, okay, no, I'm going to be careful, like only a little bit, I'm not going to put all in?
Teacher,
Yes.
could you repeat again the question, please?
Ah, okay. Sorry. I'm okay. I can see that. Yeah, maybe it's difficult to follow. So this was the question. Can you give an example of your life where the proverb has applied? So you have a personal experience with this proverb.
Yes, teacher, I can give one example. I was with my family. That was in 2014, and one person come around and tell us that if we would like to invest our money with him, and then we realized after years that he was a thief, you know,
Yes,
a
like yeah.
stealer.
Yes, yes, yes. Good, a very good example. Anybody else? Have you had a similar experience where you try to be careful? Like no, maybe not all the money, or only some of it. Okay, then let's move to the last one. Who needs this advice? Who do you think could use this advice in a good way?
Yeah,
I
teacher, I
think
think
that helpful for people that are going to start a new project or a
Yes.
new project in their lives.
Yes. Thank you, Andres. Anyone else? Any ideas?
yes, teacher. Yeah, I think that this advice is for the people that truths, truths a lot in the people. We need to be careful because all the people most of the people have good intentions, but is some that would like to see us fucked up, you know.
Yes, yes. So yeah, you have to be a little bit careful, and I would say everything that has to do with investing. If you want to invest your money somewhere, I think it's important to not to put all the money, to keep some money just to as a safety net. Okay, but time is running. I'm going to give you next 3 proverbs to discuss the same way. Now you already know the dynamics, so it's going to be faster. So who would like to read the first one?
No matter how many times you wash a goat, it will still smell like a goat.
Thank you, Andres. And can you also translate it?
No importa cuántas veces bañes a una cabra, esta seguirá oliendo como una cabra.
Thank you. The second one. Who would like to read the second one?
Es mejor ser un león por un día que una oveja toda tu vida.
And in English?
It's better to be a lion.
Liliana?
It is better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all your life.
Thank you. And the third one, who would like to read the third one?
A man doesn't go far from where his car is rusting.
And how would you translate it?
Un hombre no va muy lejos de donde su maíz está asándose o algo así.
Asándose, sí. Yes, yes. Okay, very good. Okay, I'm going to then share you, I'm going to put you into 2 groups again. You are going to have between 10 and 15 minutes. I'm going to copy the proverbs and then see you in a bit. Okay, so breakout rooms. Okay, welcome back. I hope you more or less managed to finish, but the time is running, so I had to call you back. And anyway, we can speak together if you didn't manage to discuss everything. But then let's start with the first one. So the first proverb was, no matter how many times you wash a goat, it will still smell like a goat. So what does the proverb mean? Who would like to share?
We were talking about that in our group, and we think that sometimes it doesn't matter how many opportunities you give to someone. That person, if that person doesn't want to change, that person is going to be the same person maybe.
Yes, yes, I think it's a good interpretation. Thank you, Andres. The second question, is there a similar proverb in Colombia? Something that has a similar meaning?
Yeah, teacher, we were talking about, we discussed that there are a similar proverb that it was no matter how many, no matter if you are wearing expensive clothes, you are going to be still being the same. So yeah, it's something like that, that you can change the people no matter the conditions.
Yes, yes, that there is also something essential that you can't change or that you can't hide. Yes, it's a good interpretation. So next question, do you agree with the proverb? Come on, everybody. I know you can speak. There are 12 of you. It's your last chance. We're almost finished with our conversation club. So speak now or never.
Yeah, nice, teacher. Really, I agree with that proverb because, for example, if you are in a relationship, your couple betray you with someone else.
Yes.
So I think that when that person betray you once, you need to leave that. You need to leave that relation, because if he or if she betray you one time, he or she can still making you the same things. So yeah, you can change the people.
Yeah, that it's important to detect the repetition. Yes, Antonella.
Yes, I agree, because the more opportunities you give a person, this person is not going to change.
Yes, that's true. If you give too many opportunities, then the person gets too comfortable.
Yes.
Thank you, Antonella. Joanna.
I have a similar proverb. Is, for example, I told the blonde girl dressed in silk, the blonde girl stays. ¿Ya?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Aunque la mona se vista de seda, mona se queda.
Yes, 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 that's true. Yeah, that's you can't hide some things. For example, bad manners. Let's say that you are not very polite, you are not very educated, and you can wear glasses, but if you start speaking, it's obvious. Yes. Okay. Then do you have any personal examples? Can you give a personal example of this proverb?
Yes, teacher. For example, I mean when you are not polite with the people, even you don't like to, you know, greet the people in the street. I think that if you get money and if you are not polite with nobody else, I think that you're going to become worse.
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. That if you're too nice or too generous, then people take advantage of it. And who needs this advice? What do you think?
Teacher, I think that the people that needs this advice is for the ones that trust a lot in the people, and they think that they can change a person that don't care too much or don't give a shit the things. I think that it's for the people that are still thinking and still giving the opportunities to the people that don't like to change. Now, if you give up one opportunity and that people don't change, you need to leave that.
Yeah, that's true. People who trust too much or too generous, yeah, or too naive. Yeah, thank you. Let's take the next one. It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all your life. So, what does it mean?
That like we have to have character and personality to be a lion for a day.
Yes, thank you, Antonella. Okay. Is there a similar proverb in Colombia? Anything that maybe has a similar meaning, a similar idea?
Yes, we have one is mejor un rato colorado que toda la vida descolorido.
Yes, very good. Yeah, it seems very, very similar. Thank you, Joanna. Do you agree with the proverb?
Yeah, Tisha, I think that I really agree with that, because when you are too kind with the people, or when you start to give one favor to the people are going to start to ask you 2 favors, 3 favors, and they're going to take advantage that you are a good person. So yeah, I really agree with that.
Anyone else? Do you agree with it? It's better to be a lion for a day than a sheep all your life. So we have Alba, Andres, Angela, Juliana, Katerina.
What is the question, teacher? Excuse me.
Can you see my screen?
The second?
No, the third. Do you agree?
The
Do you
third?
agree with the proverb? Yes.
Yes, teacher, because some days time is running and we need to be energy person, and we need to use the time better. I don't know.
Yes, to have our moment of being a star.
Is my case, but there are many examples.
So you also gave a personal example. And who needs this advice?
The shy people.
Shy people, yes. Shy people, or also maybe insecure people. But yeah, I think shy is a very good example, that you can also show yourself a little bit more and get positive attention. Okay, and let's move to the last one. A man doesn't go far from where his corn is roasting. So, first question, what does it mean?
It could, this proverb could mean maybe that a person never forgets his roots, maybe,
Yes.
where he came from. And yes, I think that.
Yes, this could be one of the meanings. Anyone else? would like to share? Now
Yes,
this
teacher,
is
I got
yes.
it.
Go.
I got that in a different way. Maybe
Yes.
when you are, that means that you can advance in your life if you are still in the same point all the time. Maybe something like that.
Mhm. Yes, it's also an option. Any other interpretations? How did everyone else understand it? A man doesn't go far from where his corn is roasting.
Teacher, it was talking about go away to a comfort zone.
Yes, yes.
It's easier to stay in a comfort zone than you go out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's a good interpretation as well. Okay, is there a similar proverb in Colombia?
Yes, teacher, the one that says el que mucho piensa pierde, or something like that. The ones that think too much lose.
Yes, it's a good example. And I think there's another one that if you don't risk, you don't drink champagne. We say it in Estonian, maybe. Yes.
That is a very good one.
Maybe zapatero sus zapatos.
Yes, also, maybe. Yeah, it can be. Now, do you agree with this proverb?
Teacher, usually the people change when you don't when.
Oh, sorry. Can you open the microphone again? I'm sorry, I accidentally closed it. Kate, yes? Can you continue? Catherine? Oh, can you open the microphone again?
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes. So can you repeat what you said?
Okay. Usually people decide to change when they are alone. When you are very tired for the change, for a way that the people change, usually people change when you don't are here.
Yes, thank you. And do you, yes, Mother?
I do not agree because you need to go out from the comfort zone to improve your personal skills, to grow up like a person, like an adult, to get for you achievement and successful, to be creative, to be a better person in skills, in personal skills than in organizational skills. Like a person, like a doctor, and like a employee, and like a partner. I think you need to grow up.
Yes. Thank you for the explanation. One moment, I'm just going to reply here. Okay, then do you have any personal experience with this proverb? Is it useful to you personally?
Yes, teacher, maybe when you are in a comfort zone and you don't like to try new things, or you don't like to go beyond the things. So when you lost some things, you're going to understand, you're going to realize the real worth of the things. So yeah, I think that when the people are really comfort the people don't advance. But when you need something, or when you need some things, you want to become alien or something like that.
Mhm. Yes, thank you. Okay, and the last question, who needs this advice?
I think all people who stay in the same thing years and years, all life in the same work, all life in the same behavior. I need to grow up. I need to change to other things to grow up, to change his life if it was miserable or maybe monotonous.
Yeah, monotonous.
The same routine all day is bored.
Yes, thank you, Mother. And also maybe people who are Joanna?
In who needs this advice is perfect to the indecisive people.
Can you repeat?
Indecisive.
Indecisive, yeah. Indecisive people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indecisive people. Yeah.
Yes, who can't decide. Yeah, and so I think, yeah, it's for people who are very much in their comfort zone that they could discover more, maybe. But there were many interesting interpretations. I think there are many meanings that a proverb has. But now our time is up. Thank you so much for being active. Thank you for speaking. Thank you for participating. This is the last event of this year. Antonella, did you want to say something?
Oh, no, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so this is the last conversation event from my side. Hopefully we are going to have more events next year. So you can pay attention to, yes, basically there's like an open channel. I'm thinking, what is it called? Plurilinguismo. Yes, they are going to publish the events for the next year. But for now, I wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, enjoy December, and I hope to see you next year. Bye.
Thank you. Merry
Happy
Christmas
holidays.
and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, teacher. Have a nice
Bye
Christmas.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.